Yo, what's up guys? In this video, I'm gonna be sharing with you step by step how you can replace your 9 to 5 income in 2025. And I'm gonna show you how to do it in a realistic way. And what that means is I'm not gonna flex any fancy cars or nice watches on you. And I'm not gonna say hitting 10K per month is gonna be super easy if you follow my one simple business model. We're talking realistic. And the reason why you should listen to me is just 4 years ago, I was sitting in my college dorm. This is me here. It literally looked like a prison cell. In and out of jobs, doing lifeguarding, stocking shelves. Had about $400 to my name. And I started learning how to make money online. And after failing with a couple business models, I learned a couple key principles that I'll share with you in this video that allowed me to completely change my life. And on top of that as well, I've also taught this exact same thing to numerous students, as you can see here, and this is only a fraction of them, which now allows me to live the life I want to live, where most of the day I'm literally just working next to the pool, travel to obscure places like the Canary Islands for an entire month while working, and doing a ton of scuba diving. So this video is perfect for you if you are a young man in college or working a 9 to 5 job right now, and you're looking for a way to make money online. But the problem is you've been interested in making money online for maybe a few months or a few years, or you've recently came across it, but you aren't clear on where to get started. And it's not even your fault, to be honest. And you're willing to put in the work. You're willing to do what you need to do once you find the right thing, but you're lost on what that actually is. If that's you, this is what I'm going to give you in this video. First off, I'm going to shatter your current beliefs about business and making money in general. And I'm going to get you thinking the right way. Then after that, I'm going to give you clarity on the best way to actually make money. And again, I'm going to show you why you've been lied to basically your entire life. And then I'm going to give you after that a proven roadmap for how you can get started that will guarantee that you'll make money if you just literally follow the roadmap and follow the steps. So first things first, realistic expectations. The reason most people never find the success that they initially thought was possible is because you have completely unrealistic expectations. To be honest, it's not even your fault. You see, as a beginner, you're being bombarded with video after video, with highly edited videos that are clickbaited, false promising, and they're just like dopamine style content to make you feel like you're doing something, but they don't actually provide you any value. And they try to convince you that you can make a lot of money quickly and easily so that they can get more views and more course sales. Let's look at a couple examples, shall we? Earn $900 just by listening to music, make money online for free. So this guy got 2.3 million views. That's why he made this video. But do you honestly think that this actually works? No. How to make money online with Amazon in 2024, $100 per day, no experience. $937 in 12 hours, the super lazy way. Make $100 a day the lazy way. And this guy's sitting back in his chair like some fucking dickhead. And then 7 websites that will pay you every day within 24 hours. So basically what I'm trying to get at is there are so many videos out there like this of people just trying to get like views and course sales that it's giving you the wrong expectations of how to actually make money online. The reality is making money online is possible, but these people create videos like this to get you to buy their stuff. And if you stop watching, they go broke. This is the realistic expectation that you need to install right now in your head. Don't listen to the $900, the super lazy way that it's going to take 12 hours. Don't listen to any of that crap. Here's the realistic expectation. And this is what happened with me. If you commit 100% to building the right skill sets, which I'll share with you in a second, you can earn $10,000 per month in the next 12 months. Give yourself 12 months. Don't give yourself a month to get rich. Don't give yourself like 2-3 months. Give yourself 12 months and you can hit 10K per month. It's gonna take time, and honestly, it's gonna be difficult. It's not gonna be easy like the gurus say. Instead of shying away because of this should actually motivate you even more, because the reality is most people will get scared away because it is hard. So don't worry about like saturation or anything, because most people, they're just not going to put in the work anyways. This is what happens when you set unrealistic expectations. What you do is, let's say you're trying to go across a river. You try to like get across the river with this like shitty ass boat. And then you attempt business models, you start trying to go across the river. You try business models like drop shipping to make a little bit of money, but you don't really build any real valuable skills. And you get a few weeks in and you realize that you're way in over your head and you give up and your boat breaks halfway through the river. When you set realistic expectations, this is what happens. You set realistic expectations and you spend a lot more time building your fundamentals, and you build a boat like this. You pick a skill-oriented business that's going to build good fundamentals, and then your boat does most of the work for you. You literally just have to steer it in the right direction. So, what is the best way now to actually make money online? At this point, you should be like, Trevor, I got it. I shouldn't be chasing making a ton of money super quickly and super easily. How do I actually do it though? The problem is, and the problem with the make money online space in general, is everyone tries to sell you on their business model. They say, here's the best business model in 2025. And I've done this, of course, a couple times too. But anyways, here's the truth. If you want to make money, you have to provide value to the marketplace. Money is literally just stored value. So if you want to make more money, you have to provide more value to the marketplace. And the only way to do this is by acquiring high income skills. Unfortunately, most business models are simply too complex for a complete beginner to start with because they require multiple skills to run that business. Think about it. Think about a business like dropshipping. You have to find winning products, then you have to learn how to run ads, then you have to create viral content on social media, you have to find a way to scale it. It's tough, man. There's all these things moving and happening at the same time, and you need to be good at all of them to even have a chance to make this work. Same thing with SMMA. You got service delivery, you got outreach, you got to be good at sales and appointment setting. If you're lacking in one of these, you're not going to make much money. Same with being a growth operator, and same with copywriting. Like, it's the same stuff. As a complete beginner, you need to learn and monetize one skill. The most valuable high income skill that you can learn is sales. And so your objective basically should be to learn sales, learn this high income skill because every business needs sales and sales help. Your objective should be to learn sales because it's literally just one skill, and then go in and start doing sales for a business. That's the goal. And this will allow you to eliminate the complexity that comes with all these other online business models and make it stupid simple. It's still going to be hard. It's still going to take a while for you to make a ton of money, but it's not complex. You just build your skill and then you get really, really good at what you do. And yes, you can still hit 10K per month and you can still have time and location freedom. On top of that, you'll also be joining an existing online business when you do sales for that business that's already making good money. And so you can see the ins and outs of how they operate their business. So in the future, you can eventually run your own. Now, how do we use this understanding that we need to build skills and we need to build the skill of sales? How do we use this to take advantage of current trends that are happening in the world? I'm going to show you. Right now, the online education and the info product space is absolutely booming. Even just a quick Google search will tell you. The online education market is projected to reach $87.5 billion in 2024, and it's expected to essentially double in the next 5 years. All you need is a little small piece of this. Most online education businesses, because this is growing, the reality is, this growing amount of online education businesses, they do a terrible job with sales. And it's actually the main bottleneck that holds most of these companies back from growing and making money. Here's the standard cycle that most of these people go down. They get attention, they get followers, leads, comments, phone numbers, emails, etc. This is what we just call attention. Then what they do is they have an appointment setter here that goes in and converts them into sales appointments. And then when these appointments are being taken, then somebody goes in and closes deals and actually sells the product. The reality is these businesses drop the ball in both of these steps. The amount of businesses I've seen that just do this terribly, insane. And this is where you would come into play to help. As a complete beginner, you would literally just be doing this one piece. So you don't even have to sell. You just have to set appointments for a business. And if you're a little bit more experienced, maybe if you do appointment setting for a couple months and you kind of get the hang of it, then you can go on and start being the person that takes the appointments and closes the deal. The real beauty of doing either is that you get paid in commissions, which is the thing that you actually need to escape the matrix, as people call it, but really just replace your 9-to-5 income, is you need to learn how to get paid on commission. Because what that basically means is when you're really good, you make a lot of money. And if you're just average, you get paid average. And this is what you want. Because the truth is, at your 9-to-5 job right now, you could be the best worker on your team. You still get paid the same as your coworkers. Your coworkers that don't do shit and they just slack off all day, they still make the same amount of money as you. That's not the case here. You actually get rewarded for being good. This allows you to make building skills and improving your sales skill your priority. And as a byproduct, the money just follows. Appointment setters on average usually make anywhere from, I'd say, 2 at the very low end to about 7K per month. I've seen even higher, it just depends. I'd probably say this is more like on average like 3 to 7K per month, but anyways. Closers, usually just like double that and sometimes a little bit more. Because it's a harder skill, it's a little bit, there's more experience required to do it, but you can make more money. And so all in all, what this means for you is you have a skill like sales that's very easy to learn. It takes like 2 to 3 weeks to learn the skill of appointment setting. It's in massive demand. And it can allow you to have location and financial freedom. Maybe at this point you're thinking to yourself like, this sounds too good to be true. Why isn't everyone doing this? Here's the reality. Most people are simply they're literally just too lazy to spend the 2 to 3 weeks required to learn the skill of sales. Because they're so 9-to-5 brainwashed, like, I need to put in work and I need to get paid right away when I put in my work. This is not the case here. There's 2 to 3 weeks that you'd have to spend to build your skill of sales before you even get paid. And most people just straight up aren't ready for that. I guarantee you right now, 75% of the people watching this video would give up when things get a little bit difficult. And this is what I call the emotional cycle of change, because we're going through the emotional cycles of you changing and making more money in your life. The first step is like uninformed optimism. You're like, oh, this sounds really, really easy. Anyone can do this. Let me get started. And then the second phase is informed pessimism. Oh, this is actually kind of hard. And then 3 is the valley of despair, where you're like basically about to quit. And then 4 is informed optimism. Yeah, this is hard, but I can actually do this. And then 5 is success. And despite what you think, every single person who has found success with making money online has been in this valley of despair before. Hundreds of times for myself. You have to break out of it. Most people don't though. So if you can just promise me like, I'm going to put in the work and when things get really hard, I'm going to keep pushing, you could probably make this work. But if you're committed and you're serious and you're willing to put in the work, you can be just like all of these people that I've interviewed on my YouTube channel that have literally been able to change their life, the entire trajectory of their life and probably their family's life as well, just by learning this one skill. So, how do you actually get started? Phase 1 here is building initial skill sets. So like I said earlier, there's about a 2 to 3 week period where you have to develop and build the skill first. And so when it comes to sales, I'd recommend watching YouTube videos, books, trainings to learn the initial, skill set of sales. I recommend reading a book called The New Model of Selling by Jeremy Miner, because maybe if you're watching this video, you're thinking like, oh, sales, that's like super pushy and like, I don't want to be like sleazy or any of that. Fair enough. So go read this book and it'll change your entire perspective. And then on top of that as well, you need to understand the ins and outs of the high ticket appointment setting and the info product niche the online education niche that I shared with you earlier, that's about a double in the next 5 years. You need to understand that space. 2 to 3 weeks of locking in and spending like 3 to 4 hours a day doing that, and you'll learn that pretty quickly. Then phase 2, now you need to take these skills and you need to actually put them into practice. And so I recommend reaching out to businesses on Instagram. I think it's a very easy, I shouldn't say easy, I think it's very, very simple to find business owners that are selling high ticket info products. And I think it's also very, very simple to go on and create a profile and begin reaching out to businesses. If you're confused though, I'm not going to go too far into it in this video because I don't want to make this like an hour, but I have other videos that are that long that go in depth on how exactly to do this. So you can just find them if you scour through my channel. Then you're going to start getting on interviews and you're going to land your first client after a certain amount of time. Usually, for most of my one-on-one students, this is like a 1 to 2 week period. So learn the skill is like 2-ish weeks. Landing your first client is another like 1 to 2 weeks. Now you get to work and now you start making money. And this is where in phase 3, we can hit 3 to 5K per month as an appointment setter in anywhere from like 60 days to 120 days. So now you've landed your first role, you begin working as an appointment setter, and then while you're putting in the work and you're doing the reps, you're gonna start analyzing what's working and what's not working. And how do I get better? Again, you get paid on commission in most cases, so if you get better, you make more money. Then you get to this question here, where simply asks, do you have potential to make 3 to 5K per month with your current offer? If not, consider working with another client or getting a better client. If you do, you can move to phase 4. So phase 4 is basically hitting 10K per month as a closer, where client, you're making 3 to 5K per month as a setter. You're going to learn how to transition from a setter to a closer. You're going to learn closing, and then you're going to start working as a closer. And the same thing as an appointment setter, you're going to learn and you're going to review your own work, just like all the greats do in their sports. They watch their film back. You're going to do the same thing. And then if you get to the point where you've dialed in your skill and you're really good, then it simply just comes to the question of 10K per month, or do you have the potential to do it soon with your current offer? If yes, you've done it. If no, you can consider working with a second client, you can consider getting a better client, or you can consider working with your current client but helping them with more stuff. But this is basically the roadmap to getting to 10K per month. And just as an example, like all of this stuff is possible. Mike on track to make $8,000 from his current setting position. David, first month as an appointment setter, hit 4K. James, working with a couple different clients, hit 13 to 14K, and he stopped counting after 10 because that was like his main goal. John, with his he was doing appointments, or he is doing appointment setting, and he hit 12K revenue with this client in 1 day, which was 1.2K commissions for himself in literally just 1 day. So at this point, I've given you just about all you need. But if you want a guaranteed way to get to 10K per month online in the next 12 months, I have a pretty incredible opportunity for you. If you want my one-on-one help as well in doing so, I basically run a one-on-one coaching program where I work with about 5 to 10 people, give or take, per month, and I help them get to 10K per month with info product sales. And so if you're like, Trevor, this video completely changed my perspective, I want to get help, I want to work with you, I see the value in how working with somebody who's already done exactly what I'm looking to do, it can help me go through that and make it more likely that I actually do it, then this is perfect for you. And to be honest with you, it does cost money because I'm looking for people who are serious and committed. Again, I only work with 5 to 10 people. I can't go and work with with hundreds of people every single month like that. I would lose my mind. That's just not possible. I can create YouTube videos like this, but the type of help I'm talking about is one-on-one, where I'm checking in with you, messaging you constantly, and we're actually making sure you hit your goal. So assuming if you're interested and you got a little bit of money saved up, this is exactly what you'd be getting. First, you're going to be joining a community of other young men who are slightly ahead of you on this journey. So like I shared with you earlier, there's a couple of people I work with right now that are already crushing it. So obviously in there, you can come to me, ask me questions, and I can help you out. But also, you're going to have access to all these other people that are actually ahead of you. You can ask them questions too. On top of that as well, you'll be getting hours of in-depth sales training and course content guiding you in the right direction, and I promise you it's better than my YouTube. Number 3, you'll be getting full one-on-one access to myself, where you can ask me anything, and I'll be free to help you out and answer your question and point you in the right direction in times of need. The 4th thing, and arguably the most valuable thing, is I set my clients up with job opportunities. So when I was going through the roadmap earlier, I was talking about reaching out to businesses on Instagram. I'm still going to have you do that, but at the same time, I have connections to business owners that actually need appointment setters. So I'll also be giving you that. And it's kind of a situation of whichever one happens first, you go with. And then lastly is daily accountability to ensure that you actually do the work you need to do to get to where you want to be. And so if you want to make 10K per month and you want it really, really bad, I'm going to make sure you actually do the stuff you need to do every single day to get to 10K per month. Because I've done it and I know what it takes. In fact, I've done it every single month for the last 3 years. So if you want to join and you want to finally get to 10K per month online, there will be a link in the description to book a call with me where I can first see if I can even help you. We're going to have a conversation. You're going to book a time. I'm going to first see if I can even help you. And then if I can, I'll walk you through a little bit more of the details. And if the link is still in the description, it means I'm still working with new people. If there's no link, then I'm sorry. Unfortunately, I'm like tapped out. You know, I got to keep the integrity of the program. I can't just go and work with hundreds of people at a time. So if the link isn't there, then you can just subscribe and you can just watch some of my other videos and kind of just wait, basically. And I've actually shut it down before, so like that's fully possible. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Again, book a time if you're serious. If you want to actually get to 10K per month and you want me to go in and hold your hand through the entire process, plus all of the benefits and bonuses that I mentioned here earlier. Hopefully you guys got some value. Take care and have a fantastic rest of your day.